Good day everyone, hope you are doing well. In today's video I'm going to show you something really interesting on how accumulation, manipulation and distribution work on a certain time of day, New York open, when the market starts to move, how you can catch your trade entry. So let's first understand what accumulation, manipulation and distribution is. So accumulation is when price accumulate. Manipulation is when price manipulates it like a fake out. And then distribution is where price goes like that. So again, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So we want to wait for price to break out of the accumulation phase. Find our entry, so you will notice price does something like this. So price comes from, for example, a downwards move, accumulate. When we draw our fib from this high to this low, we are going to wait for an OTE entry. If you watched from our previous videos, you know I love to trade the OTE. So we're going to wait for an OTE entry, accumulation, manipulation in the New York session into our OTE, and then the distribution down or vice versa up. Alright, so let's get straight into the charts and let me show you. Awesome everyone, so this is the time in the video I'm going to give you a free ebook. You will find the link down in the description. When you click on the link, you will come to this page. This is my Linktree page with all my social media details and my Telegram group and everything like that. You will see right at the top there's going to be free ebook. You click on it, then view, then you'll see how to access your free ebook. So I've partnered with Trade 245. So as soon as you sign up with Trade 245, you will receive your free ebook. So sign up with Trade 245 to receive your free ebook. When you sign up, you will receive an email with the link to your free ebook. Now, just to point it out, please note, email can take up to 3 hours with your free ebook. Check in your spam and in your junk. So if you don't get your free ebook in the first 3 hours, don't worry, give it time, it will come through. If your ebook does not come through in the next 24 hours, you can click on the mail button here on my link and you can send me an email. Alright, let's jump back to the video. Alright, so let's have a look on this price chart here. So as you can see, this is over a few days. It's like a month and like 3 weeks from the 19th until the 9th. You can see this is not going to happen every day. But let's quickly mark out all the accumulation zones. So as you can see, we accumulated here, accumulated, 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 accumulated. So remember what I said. We need to wait for the manipulation to happen in New York session before we enter our trade. So I'm currently in South Africa, so I'm going to start looking for trades at 3:30 p.m. South African time. So let's look at this example. We are on the 1 hour chart, as you can see. So I'm going to take my fib. I'm going to draw it from this low to the highest point there. And then I'm going to mark out my OTE zone. As you can see, price accumulated, manipulated in the New York. Let's show you. Let's go down to the 15-minute. All right, so as you can see, we accumulated. This is our OTE zone. Price actually manipulated to the upside in New York, 3:30. There's open, 3:30. Let's just mark it out. This candle here manipulated upwards into our OTE zone on the hour time frame, then you can enter your trade right here, put your stops just beneath the OTE on the 1 hour, and then you can target the high. And that's a nice 3.5 risk reward trade. Alright, let's go to the next example. Let's mark out New York session first, 3:30 South African time. There we go. So as you can see, we created the high. We took out this equal lows here. So I'm going to mark my high from this high to this low. And I'm going to mark out my OTE zone, the 61.8 till the 78.6. Let's delete the fib. The orange is my OTE zone. As you can see, at 3:30 New York open, price accumulated, manipulated, and distributed. So here you could have entered your short there on the OTE. Stops above this high here. Let's just change the color quickly. Green and red. And you can target the low of this box, and that's a nice trade 1 to 5 risk reward trade. Let's go to the next example. As you can see, we have accumulation. Let's mark out New York first quickly, 3:30. There we go. So we broke all of the structure here to the upside. This was our market structure shift that happened, and then we started to accumulate. So I'm going to draw my fib from this high to this low. I'm going to mark out my OTE level. That's going to be right there. Let's delete the fib. This is 3:30 open. Let's just move it. As you can see, price literally at New York open accumulated, manipulated into the OTE level. You can take your entry from there, put your stops above that high, and you can target the end of this accumulation box. And that's a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. Let's go to the next example. Let's first mark out 3:30. There we go. As you can see, we are in a down move. We created highs and lows. Just before the accumulation, price swept liquidity. We had a market structure shift right there. Why do I use this? Because it's a fractal low. Candle on the left is higher than the middle one. Candle on the right is higher than the middle one. So let's mark out our fib from the high to this low. Let's draw out our OTE level. Let's delete the fib. At New York open, 3:30, price manipulated into our OTE level and distributed down. So you can enter your trade right there at New York open, stops above this high, and then you can target the low of this accumulation box, and that's a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. Let's look at the next example. Let's mark out 3:30. There we go. 3:30. All right. So price, let's draw our fib now from this high to this low. let's mark out our OTE level. As you can see, at 3:30 New York open, price accumulated, manipulated into our OTE level and distributed. And you can enter from there, OTE level, stops above this high here to be safe, and target the low of this box. And that's a nice 1-2-8 risk to reward trade. Let's look at the next example. Let's quickly mark out 3:30. So this was our high. Let's just 100% check there. Let's just move this box. There we go. So this was our high. Liquidity has been swept. We had a market structure shift right there on the lower time frame. Why? Because the left candle is higher than the middle, right candle is higher than the middle. So this is a fractal low. This was the low that was created. So let's draw our fib from this high to this low. Let's mark out the OTE level. And look what happens. Literally New York open, 3:30. Price accumulated, manipulated, distributed. So you can enter there, put your stops right there, and then you can target the bottom of this box. That's a 1.5 risk reward trade. There you go, everyone. So nice and easy strategy you can use on US30, on NASDAQ. Go back test it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Yes, this won't happen every day, but a lot of the times, most of the times it does. There might be a time where you don't have a trade for 2 to 3 days. But when it happens, wait for the market to show you the opportunity and then you take it. So please leave a like and subscribe if you like this video, and then I'll see you in the next one.